Hello everyone, this is Helios Raven. I tell you how you do it, even if you don't care. And we're going to continue our in-depth look into the forces of chaos. Now, before we begin, I want to go over some notes for the chaos armies, just because this does play into a factor of what kind of type of force you're going to play. In the game, you can purchase what are known as either Chaos Lords and War Masters. What these basically do is they give you special leaderships towards ships and such in game, and basically they give you special leaderships that you can get for your ships, and with them they get special effects on them. Like, for example, you can give either one of them. You can give a Chaos Lord up to 1 Chaos Mark, and you can give a War Master up to 4 Chaos Marks, but they can't be the same Chaos Mark. And the Chaos Marks go as follows. There's the Mark of Slaanesh, which what it does is any enemy ship within 15 centimeters of the War Master or the Chaos Lord's ship suffer a -2 to their leadership value. Now, the thing is you have to pick which ship the War Master and the Chaos Lords are on before the game starts. You can have up to 3 Chaos Lords and 1 Chaos Master, and a Chaos Master must be included if the army is over 750 points. And then the next mark you can get is the Mark of Cain, which what this does is the Chaos War Master's or Chaos Lord's ship doubles its value in boarding actions and adds a +1 to any roll for inflicting critical damage in a boarding action, which is nice if you want to do a more close combat-y type of army. And more like, boarding action type of forces, which is really nice. The next one is the Mark of Zenich. Now, the Mark of Zenich does is it allows you to gives you a extra reroll. Now, with this, looking at the thing seems like it's the only way for the Chaos Lords or the Chaos forces to get rerolls, unless I'm just missing it off this page. I can't see it anywhere listed. So that's a nice little roll there, because you get the get a reroll on your roll. Oh, it actually a Chaos War Master gets a 1 reroll automatically, so you get 2 if you take the Mark of Zenich, which isn't bad at all. And then you have the Mark of Nurgle. What the Mark of Nurgle does is your War Master or Chaos Lord ship gains 1 damage point and may not be boarded, which is really awesome, especially if you want to be like a boarding type of army as well. You can prevent them from boarding you, and since you have the extra hit point on you, you can be a little more daring with your ships, since they have a little extra punishment behind them. And so with that, let's go on with the battleships. Our first battleship is the Chaos Despoiler class battleship. Now, now this ship has 12 hit points, which isn't bad at all, a 20 centimeter speed, 45 degree turns, 4 shields, armor 5, and 4 turrets. So it's a little bit on the squishy side comparatively to the forces of the Imperium. But all in all, not bad. 4 turrets is really awesome, especially since on any given ship, unless they combine their forces, don't have that many torpedoes, so you can take a good chunk out of any ordnance that comes near you. It's got launch bays on its left and its right side, which have 4 squadrons each. It's got 6 weapon batteries on its left, on its right. It's got 3 lances on its top piece that do front, left to right, and this lance setup and the weapon batteries below it all have 60 centimeter range. And then it's got a POW lance battery of strength 4 that fires in the front. So if it fires in the front, it's got a lot of lance shots, and if it fires on its side, it's got 3. So let's see, 4, 5, 6. It's got 7 if it fires from the front, and 3 if it fires its left or right. And so all in all, not a bad cruiser. I'd probably consider this it's really hard to say. I'd say this is a good overall round ship. It's got nice close combat capability, and it's also got a really nice long-range defense capability, so it's kind of a jack-of-all-trade type of ship. If you're not sure if you want to be a close combat-y army, if you want to be a long-range army type of thing with your Chaos forces, this battleship is definitely one to pick, because it's got the best of all worlds, and it's also got some ordnance on the field as well. So, and this thing gets its the fighters, the bombers, and the assault boats automatically. So right there, you don't have to worry. This thing can do all three forms of ordnance firing. It's only lacking torpedoes. And which, of course, for 10 extra points, you can get rid of the POW lance, which is the front firing lance of 4 shots, and replace it with a strength 8 torpedo volley, which is also really nice. So if you want this thing to be more of a ordnance controlling ship, 10 extra points, and bam, you got it. Its only downside is it cannot use the come to a new heading rule, and also if you're going to be strict with the name rule that we mentioned in the Imperial Navy, only the damnation can take the damnation's fury can take that torpedo listing. So all in all, this ship is a nice overall round ship if you're, like I said, not sure what you want, but you know you want to have a little bit of everything, and you just want your battleship to be there to take part in any form of combat, then this one's definitely the choice, because it's got really nice stats, in terms of speed and hit points. Its armor is a little weak, but then again, you know, these ships are supposed to be a little bit older than Imperial Navy ships, so that's where you got to give and take, but still very nice, well-rounded ship. Great if you're very indecisive of what kind of role you want your battleship to play, or your army in general at this point. And our next one is the Desolator class battleship. Now, the Desolator class battleship is a little bit faster than the despoiler. It's was it despoiler? Sorry. The despoiler class battleship. It's got a 25 centimeter move, 45 degree turns, 4 shields, 5 armor, and 4 turrets. So it's roughly got the same stat line. The only difference is it can move a little bit faster. And this one cannot use the come to a new heading special order as well, which is a little bad because, you know, if you really want a fast type of army and you still want to do chaos, you're kind of limited with that. But it's got a 60 range lance batteries on its left and its right side, all at strength 4. A dorsal weapon battery of 60 centimeters at strength 6, which is a front left to right arc. And again, like I said, the further away you fire with weapon batteries, the less dice you're rolling, so I try to avoid using weapon batteries at long range when possible, which is why I consider them a short range when I usually use those to clarify if I consider a ship a short range or a long range vessel. And it's got 9 torpedoes. Now, this ship is definitely, in my opinion, what you would use for a long range combat ship, mostly because it's got 4 lances on its left and its right. It does have the weapon batteries that do fire at 60 centimeters, so it can shoot at far range, not with many shots, but still, when it's got that long-range capability, and when you get closer to the ship, it can then start wreaking havoc with its weapon batteries, which can fire in front, left, or right, so it's really nice. No side of the ship is safe. And again, the lances, which wound on a 4+, which make it a really nice battleship, and it's got 9 torpedoes. You can't really go wrong with that, especially if you want to be a long-range ordnance controlling ship force. This is definitely a nice ship to go with that way if you want to go the more long-range combat route with your chaos forces. And looking at it, that seems to be it for the chaos battleships in the Gothic rulebook. Now, all in all, like I said, if you want a long-range type of ship, then definitely go with the Desolator. It's much better in that sense. If you want more of a jack-of-all-trades type of ship, so you're not quite sure if you want to be really good at all, but not if you want to be really good at all types of combat, then you probably want to go with the despoiler, because it's got ordnance control, a little bit better ordnance control, and a little bit of and it's got a little bit more heavy weapon force on it. Like if you on any given side, it's got 3 and on its left or its right side, it's got 3 lances and 6 weapon batteries firing. So it's pretty good in close combat as well as long range combat. So, like I said, if you're indecisive, that's the one for you. If you want definitely long range, then go with the Desolator. Now, we're running out of time, so until next time, this is Helios Raven, signing off.